Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another Doctor Who video. Today we're going to be breaking down everything that we know about the new upcoming Russell T Davies Doctor Who era. So that is the 60th anniversary, the Christmas special, Series 14 and anything beyond that which we don't know that much about. But yeah, we've got quite a considerable amount of stuff here. If you want to see a more discussion-y type video, I might be making that in the future, so make sure you subscribe to stay up to date. Also, if I sound like I'm speaking quietly again, I'm still away and once again hidden off in a room making a video. So we'll just jump into it. What do we know? First up, Russell T Davies is returning as showrunner, which is beyond exciting. We know that Rachel Talalay is going to be directing our first thing coming up, which is the 60th anniversary. Now, there's 3 distinct specials for the 60th anniversary, and we'll just dive into episode 1. After the shock cliffhanger of Power of the Doctor, we know that David Tennant is now the 14th Doctor. This is not the 10th Doctor returned, this is the 14th, so that's really cool. It's not a past Doctor, this is a David Tennant Doctor that has the knowledge of the Timeless Child, all that jazz, everything that's happened in the past, 15 years since his tenure, he's got all those memories. Now, we also know that the main companion of the 60th is going to be Catherine Tate, playing her character Donna Noble. Now, how Donna Noble returns, we don't actually know, because if you remember back to 2010, but basically 2009, when she was last on Doctor Who, she can never remember the Doctor, otherwise her mind will explode, so it's going to be interesting to see how Catherine Tate manages to come back. In terms of a rough plot for the episode, I'm going to try and break down what I think's going to happen from all the filming photos and, alleged leaks that we've seen. So if you don't want spoilers about the plotting of this episode, skip ahead a bit in the video, skip about 2.5 minutes away into the video, and you won't hear the plot. What we know from the beginning of the episode is that an alien spaceship crashes on Earth. Now, it's this weird-looking, small, round ship. Yasmin Finney, playing a character called Rose, who we presume to be Donna's daughter, so she is the daughter of Sean Temple Noble and Donna Temple Noble. Her and one of her friends, we think they're around 15 years old in the narrative. So yeah, Donna's 15-year-old daughter, Yasmin Finney's the actress. Donna's 15-year-old daughter, Rose, who was possibly named subconsciously after Rose Tyler, witnesses this alien spaceship crash. Okay, we don't see any alien come out of it, we just see the crashed wreckage of the ship, and we see the police turn up to have a look at the ship. Then later on, we see UNIT turn up to take a look at this ship. Who does this ship belong to? Well, it's not confirmed, but I think it's incredibly likely that this little ship belongs to the mischievous character known as Beep the Meep, who, if you're a fan of Doctor Who comics, especially Doctor Who Marvel comics from I think the 70s, the Tom Baker era, Beep the Meep is basically a genocidal maniac rabbit alien creature. You can see him on screen now. Now, what leads me to believe this is Beep the Meep? Well, we've seen a leaked filming photo of whatever the hell this is, which it looks like a giant sort of genocidal rabbit to you. I don't know why it screams genocide, but it does. That's probably Beep the Meep. So yeah, it's likely that Beep the Meep is the main antagonist of this episode. Now, if we look at the comics of Beep the Meep, we'll see, I think in his first appearance, he befriends a young child after crashing on Earth and pretends to be really nice, until later on he snaps and becomes evil. We've also seen these characters who look once again like they're from the 70s Doctor Who comics alongside Beep the Meep, called the Wraith Warriors. Now, I think the Wraith Warriors, in the comics at least, are this sort of form of intergalactic police force, and they are hunting down Beep the Meep because obviously he's evil, he's committed a bunch of crimes. What we've seen, filming-wise, is on, I think it's called Axminster Road, presumably where the new Donna Noble residency is, so that's Donna and all of her family. We've seen Sylvia Noble, we've seen Sean Noble, we've seen Wilfred, but we haven't seen Wilfred with them, and I'll talk later about where Wilfred is and who he's with, because that's with another returning character. At least I believe that to be the case. Anyway, let's say Yasmin Finney's character befriends Beep the Meep, takes him home, maybe, to see Donna and all of that lot, and then the Wraith Warriors come in. Now, naturally, the Wraith Warriors, they're intergalactic police, kind of like Jadoon. They're trying to find Beep the Meep, looking around, blowing shit up, and then, obviously, Unit follow. Unit come in. We've seen, once again, on Axminster Road, and in the trailer, we've seen a big Unit Jeep blow up and collapse and all of that stuff. We've got a bunch of Unit soldiers. So, yeah, Unit then goes on the trail for these lot. We've also seen the Noble family getting in a taxi with the 14th Doctor and skirting away in what's probably like a car chase of such. Allegedly as well, apparently, Beep the Meep was in the back of the taxi when they're driving away. So I'm going to say it's probably likely that Beep the Meep is pretending to be a nice kind of guy, a nice chill bunny rabbit, and then he's going to turn out to be evil. Also, if we look at this shot from the official trailer that they've released, the control panels of the ship seem to be quite low down in comparison to Tennant and Tate, which, yeah, leads me to believe this is Beep the Meep's spaceship on the inside. Maybe it's bigger on the inside, kind of like the Doctor's TARDIS, who knows? That's all the main plotting of that episode. Like, I don't really know where it goes from there because they've kept it all completely under wraps. But yeah, that's probably how the episode's going to begin. Now, we also kind of know how the episode ends. We've seen that David Tennant and all the Noble family are in Camden Market, and the Doctor and Donna get in the TARDIS and it whooshes away. We've seen Yasmin Finney shouting, "No, Mum!" and the rest of them sort of looking unimpressed that the Doctor and Donna have gone away together again. So that's probably the TARDIS taking them away against their will probably be the end of episode 1. I mean, it kind of makes sense. We've also seen Wilfred, Donna's granddad, in Camden Market as well, but how that links into any of this, we have absolutely no idea. We also know that the 14th Doctor gets a new screwdriver, which is really, really cool. So in this episode, we've seen this leaked photo. It's very unclear as to what the screwdriver is or what it looks like, but yeah, cool, new screwdriver. Also, jumping back a bit, the return of Unit, it's also been leaked. We've seen no filming pictures, so this could just be completely wrong, but it's been leaked somewhere that Ruth Madley, who is this actress from Years and Years that Russell's worked with in the past, she's coming back to play a Unit scientist. With the return of Unit as well, I think there's the possibility that Mel Bush, the classic companion, is coming back in these 60th specials as well. We saw Mel in Power of the Doctor at the end of the companion support group, and Kate Stewart did say she's going to be employing some of these companions for her unitness and stuff. Maybe Kate Stewart will return as well. We haven't seen any pictures, but it just sort of makes sense. I also believe that if Mel is back, she's probably going to be like Wilfred's carer or something, because obviously Bernard Cribbins was very old at the age of filming it. He's in a wheelchair, which is cool because we're getting our first sort of wheelchair accessible TARDIS, because we've seen Wilfred be taken into the TARDIS, which is really, really cool on a representation front. Now, I think Mel might be looking after Wilfred, something like that. That could be quite cool. Now on to Special 2. We have no idea of the plot, really. Like, I don't really know the plot of episode 2 at all. Most of the filming was done behind closed doors. What I have heard from my source, this could just be waffle, I think it makes sense because I trust the person who told me, but apparently there's a bunch of it set on like a nuclear plant, and there's some sort of thing going wrong on this nuclear plant. Whether it's on Earth, I don't really know, but there's a bunch of extras there as well, and I think Mel is in this episode as well. This is a big Mel episode, but yeah, Tennant and Tate doing something cool, Special 2. We don't really know what it's going to entail, but yeah, sounds fun. Maybe it's going to be the introduction of our big bad for these 3 specials. Maybe that's the Toymaker, but I'll talk more about Neil Patrick Harris playing this villain of the Toymaker in a little bit. We're also probably going to get a new TARDIS. I reckon episode 2 is maybe where the big stuff happens with the TARDIS, because obviously, end of episode 1, Tennant and Tate go into the 13th Doctor's box and get whisked away. I presume they're keeping the exterior to the 13 box, but doing a new interior, which is cool, because I really like the exterior of 13s. Yeah, something with a power plant, probably not on Earth, I'm going to guess, because a lot of studio-bound filming's been done for it. But yeah, that's really cool. Episode 2 sounds mysterious. Now, episode 3 is where we do know a little bit more about it. As I say, episode 1 we know quite a bit about, I'd say. Episode 3, we don't know that much about again, but we know more than episode 2. We know that Neil Patrick Harris, this has been officially announced, Neil Patrick Harris is playing the big big villain. We've seen him in the trailer as well. Now, which big villain is this? We've seen two sort of versions of him. We've seen this one where he's looking quite old, and in the trailer we've seen this one where he's in his top hat, which is really, really interesting. Like, maybe he's in disguise. And yeah, this does make me think it's going to be the toy maker from the classic series, the Celestial toy maker from the story, the Celestial toy maker. But yeah, why do I think this? Well, on set we did see this sign which says Best Toy Maker of the Year. In Bristol, they were filming. I luckily got to go and watch them film that episode, which is a memory I will hold for the rest of my life. Really, really cool. But yeah, I got to go and watch them filming, and there was like a fake toy shop set up where there's normally a cafe. So this whole toy maker thing does just sort of make sense. We also know that in this episode there's going to be some time travelling to the past, because we've seen the Doctor and Donna. This is the day I got to like watch them film. We've seen the Doctor and Donna leaving the TARDIS, going into like it might not be Bristol, but it was shot in Bristol, 1920s, 1930s era town. We saw loads of old cars on set and all of that jazz. They go into the toy shop, run out, there's probably some sort of explosion or something. But yeah, we know that there's a bit of time travelling into the past. Also, this is our biggest confirmation of Mel Bush's return. We've heard leaked dialogue from that scene, because like I was there when they did it, but Catherine Tate says, oh, that Mel, she's great, isn't she? And the 14th Doctor goes, oh yes, and all of that jazz, which is really, really cool. Now, we've also seen them filming in Bristol in the present day, and it looks very apocalyptic. There's like a woman with a sign that says, like, oh, end of time, which is probably a reference to Tennant's final story, because this is Tennant's second final story, which is maybe third final story if you count Dare the Doctor, who knows. But yeah, big apocalyptic thing, humans fighting other humans, as Neil Patrick Harris's, what we presume to be the toy maker, dances around, and it even takes David Tennant on a little dancey dance. We've also seen Wilfred Mott and obviously Donna Noble back in this episode again. It's kind of looking like Wilfred's going to maybe be a minor companion. Anyway, end of episode 3. This is not based on leaks or anything, this is just pure makes sense. The 14th Doctor is going to officially regenerate into the 15th Doctor, that being Ncuti Gatwa. Now we know that Ncuti has already filmed stuff for this upcoming special, because we've seen it officially released in the trailer.
Someone tell me what the hell is going on here?
And we've seen this image where he looks to be wearing David Tennant's costume, but he's taken bits and bobs off. Maybe Ncuti is appearing in the 3 specials. If he is, they've kept it basically completely under wraps, I don't know. But I think what's most likely to happen is the Toymaker's been fiddling with the 14th Doctor's regeneration, which is why he's got a past face. They overcome the Toymaker, save Earth, whatever that entails, put Donna back into her rightful place, and then the 14th Doctor goes, he says a line along the lines of, I don't want to go, but reverse it, so he's like, it's my time to go, something like that, just mirroring the 10th Doctor's final line, and he'll regenerate into Ncuti, embracing the future, and bringing us on to the next special, which is not a 60th anniversary special, it is a Christmas special, and also Ncuti's first full episode. Ncuti's first full episode is going to air over the festive period, whether that be Christmas or New Year's, or probably not, but somewhere in between. I'm hoping to God it's Christmas, because I love Doctor Who Christmas specials, and it's felt quite empty for the past like 6 years, not being able to sit with the family and watch a Doctor Who episode on Christmas Day. But yeah, Ncuti's first episode is round the festive period. Now it's not just Ncuti's first episode, it's also the introduction of Ruby Sunday, played by Millie Gibson. She's the new companion for the upcoming series. We don't know if she's the only companion, but it's looking quite likely. I think what's probably bound to happen is it's going to be mainly Ncuti and Millie having their TARDIS dynamic, but you'll get a character like Captain Jack. Probably, I'm going to guess maybe Yasmin Finney's character of Rose, Donna's daughter, coming back, cropping up throughout the episodes. Because also, if we look at the ages of the characters, Millie Gibson is an 18-year-old actress, and Yasmin Finney is also an 18-year-old actress. We know that Yasmin Finney's character is around age 15 in Doctor Who, thanks to a casting call that was put out ages ago. So yeah, that's 2 possible, like, young companions for the Doctor, which is quite cool. Maybe they know each other from school, maybe they're friends, maybe they're in a romantic relationship, something like that. That could be really cool to see Yasmin Finney crop up again as a companion. That's all we really know about the Christmas special with Shooty, which is admittedly not much. It's the introduction of a new Doctor and a new companion, which is really, really cool. It's probably going to be on Christmas Day, let's be real here. But yeah, that then takes us into the Disney Plus era of Doctor Who. I think this entire thing will be put on Disney Plus, but I think the big Disney Plus money and budget kicks into Series 14, Episode 1, which genuinely can't wait for. Anyway, Series 14. After that Christmas special, I think there'll be a little gap, maybe like a month or two, probably starting in March. A lot of RTD's old Doctor Who started in around March, like Series 1, Series 2, Series 3. I think Series 4 was more like May or April over the summer. I can't really remember. What do we know about Series 14? We know that there's new Daleks. Now, what these new Daleks look like, we don't really have a clue. But yeah, really cool, new Daleks. Obviously, we know there's a new TARDIS. It remains to be seen as to whether the 14th Doctor's TARDIS is also the 15th Doctor's, or David Tennant's going to get his old console room back for a bit, maybe, and then it will be a new console room. We don't really know. We know that there's over 7 episodes of this series. There's probably going to be more. I'm going to guess it's going to be a 10-episode series, but yeah. We know that Russell, about a month ago, was finishing off writing episode 7, so he's probably well into episodes 8 or 9 now, which is really cool because he'll be writing the finale any day now. And we also know that Russell wants spin-offs. Spin-offs. And if it's anything like the last time he ran the show, spin-offs are probably going to come out after Series 1, so after Series 14. So that probably, well, no, it definitely takes us into 2024. We may be getting spin-offs towards the end of 2024, which is really, really exciting. And I keep talking about her, but we're probably going to get a Mel Bush spin-off in place of the Sarah Jane Adventures, maybe like the Mel Bush Adventures, something like that could be really, really cool. Let me know in the comments what spin-offs you'd like to see. But yeah, I think that does wrap up everything we know so far. I mean, it gets increasingly less as the episodes go on. We know quite a bit about episode 1, nothing about episode 2, a bit about episode 3, nothing about the Christmas special, but leaks and rumours and stuff are probably going to start happening relatively soon because we know that they're filming Series 14 very, very soon. Probably this month. Any day now, we're going to get a Doctor Who magazine cover, the new Doctor and the companions, something like that, which is really exciting. I have heard potentially maybe it's after Christmas, but I don't know, Doctor Who's back and I can't wait. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, please do remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. It really helps me out a lot and it helps me to keep putting out these videos. Our Doctor Who fan film, Echo's Return, is very, very near completion. It's coming soon. Sorry about the delay. Thanks for watching and goodbye.